Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we'll be reviewing the 2024 Genesis GV80. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Genesis of Linden, Utah for giving me some time with this GV80. This particular one is still available for sale for the time being, so if you're interested, I'll include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out this car and the rest of the inventory that they currently have. If you have any questions or need any help, just ask for Mary. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 2.5-liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 20 around town and then 24 on the highway, with power outputs being 300 horsepower and then 311 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we go over the front end, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. Starting with the hood, you guys can see the Genesis logo front and center, and then notice how boxed the overall design is. And then popping down below, you guys can see here with the daytime running lights and the LED headlamps, I think those look pretty crazy. And then look at the grille here with the GV80, super intricate. And then you guys can see here with all of the venting at the bottom. And putting it all together, let me know what you guys think about the GV80, but I love the style. Coming on the side here, our time wheel setup is 265, 40, 22 in the front and over in the rear. And then you guys can see here with the spoke design, they've gone for like a 5-spoke design, which I think looks really sharp. We've got these nice body painted fender flares, and then look at the turn signal indicators here on the side. And then look at this trim here at the bottom. That's pretty cool with the overall effect. And then you guys can see we've got more silver trim around the windows. And then here's your full side view with the GV80. It definitely has that luxury SUV appearance. Now, taking a look at the key fob, you guys can see we've got our unlock function or lock function, remote start. We've got the self park assist feature, and then this is for the hatch to open it up, and then that's actually to turn the lights. Lots of different features in the key fob, and then obviously the Genesis logo there on the back as well. Now, popping into the cargo area with the GV80, you guys can see that we've got these buttons right here to fold down the seats. Got a 12-volt here in the back as well, and tons of cargo space in the rear. I think that's one of the big benefits of the GV80 is just how practical this is with the space. When you're all done, just press that button right there, and that will lower the hatch right back down. Now, taking a look at the taillights here, really cool effect. They look very similar to the headlights, obviously, and then you've got all of your badges here on the back, some parking sensors, and then look at the covers there for the exhaust tips. Wrapping things up, let me know what you guys think about the overall style on the GV80, but I think they did a really good job. Now, taking a look at the door panel here in the rear, you guys can see we've got a sunshade here for the rear passengers, and then look at the leather trim and then the wood trim down below. Really cool design overall. I mean, and the fit and finish is also fantastic. We've got our little window control back here, and then you guys can see for the door lock and unlock, and then speakers here for the sound system. And then taking a look at the seats, you guys can see perforated all down the center portion, and then you got some more adjustments on the side. Legroom here in the back is actually really solid. We've got a little storage pocket, and then you guys can see some vents there in the center, and then look at our little controls here for the climate system. Do have our own climate zone in the rear, which is nice. Heated seats in the back as well, and then you can see a bunch of charging outlets. Almost forgot, headroom back here is really good, and would you look at this? We have a cup holder armrest here in the back with some storage, which is pretty cool. And then we even get our own sunroof back here. Taking a look at the front door panel, you guys can see, again, with the trim, and look at the wood trim down below. Just really nice design overall. All of our window controls right here. We've got our mirror adjustments. They do power fold in, more speakers for the sound system, and then the mirrors do have blind spot monitoring. Would you look at that headrest? And then notice perforated all down the center with the rest of the seat. And then we have our power adjustments here on the side, massage function as well. And then you guys can see here with the pedal layout, and then we've got this for the hatch. That is for the parking brake, and then your auto stop start function, stability controls also in that area as well, and the steering wheel is power adjustable. Now, taking a look at the steering wheel, we've got the cool 2-spoke design and really nice padding all around. Paddle shifters here on the back of the steering wheel for the 8-speed automatic. We've got stuff like our adaptive cruise control, our steering assist, you got volume controls, voice command controls, you know, all the normal stuff. And then look at the stalks there on the back, really premium looking. So here in the center, we've got this full digital gauge cluster. It looks like this one has the 3D gauge cluster. It's never gonna pop up on camera, but it does look cool in person. You guys can see I can scroll through some different bits of info there, and then we do have some drive modes we can go through. Love the animation for sport mode. Then you guys can see eco and snow as well. But yeah, overall, cool gauge cluster. So So we do have a 360 camera system with this. You guys can see trajectory lines turn with the steering wheel. You got that bird's eye view as well, and got this cool shot out of the outside on top of that. So really good camera system overall. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, it is a touchscreen, but I can also control it with a dial if I want, so I think that's pretty sweet. But response either way is actually really good. And then like we can jump into the seats, for example. If I actually press the button, there we go. So you guys can see all the seat adjustments. Then again, we do have the massage function with this one. And then we got like passenger talk, for example. You got the quiet mode. So lots of cool features with this. And yeah, there's the infotainment system. Really nice material use here on the dash. And then you guys can see the heads-up display. But yeah, I think that looks really cool with the design. And then down below, you guys can see here with the vent action, how that all kind of connects in a line. And then got our climate controls right here. So dual zone climate, got heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel as well. And I kept myself in the sun so you guys can see, look at the transition. This area right here gets quite a bit of glare from the sun. That's my only complaint with this interior. So yeah, silver trim looks really nice, but yeah, quite a bit of glare. But anyways, got your volume control here. This is the infotainment system control if you don't want to use a touchscreen, and then your dial shifter. Right next to it, really nice wood trim, hiding the cup holders. Drive mode select here, got your hill descent control, you got your center locker. That's for the camera, parking sensors. And would you look at this? Cool with the center console. Got the nice stitching here on top, and then this is to adjust this seat from the rear actually, which is kind of funny. And then with the glove box, yeah, good storage. And then here's a quick look at the control here for the center up top. Sorry about the glare, it's gonna be kind of hard to see. Base MSRP on a GV80 is $57,000. After all options, this one's stickers for $71,130. And let's see how it drives. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's your visibility over the hood, and hopefully you can see the heads-up display, both the mirrors, throughout the rest of the rear. And, well, we are going to set off in the GV80. Okay, so setting off in the GV80. So, first off, seat comfort's really good, and let's get a massage. Yeah, massage time. I love all the features that Genesis packs into their cars at the price points they're at. Like the Mercedes GLE that this competes against, the 350, because that's got their 4-cylinder in it. I mean, you'd have to spend, I'm pretty sure, like over $80,000 to be similar to this in terms of options. The GLE that I reviewed was like $75,000. I think it was about a month ago, and that did not have, I don't think it had air-conditioned seats. I don't think it had massaging seats. Like, it was missing a lot of features that this has that you'd have to, you know, spend more money on more expensive packages to get. So first off, super comfortable. Like I said, seat comfort's good, and this is again more of a baseline GV80, so that's something that you guys have to remember. They make ones that are a little bit pricier, but they come with more options than what this one happens to have. Now, yeah, suspension damping's good. I like this engine. It's got good power overall. I think that's a positive. Pop it in sport mode. Got the lightsaber gauge cluster, which is, it's so cool to see in person. It's a really cool effect. If you ever have time, go to a Genesis dealer so you can see what I am talking about. But we will get to our acceleration here. It's pretty quick. The transmission also, it's got good response. This is a good engine. Again, for the entry level, you know, 4-cylinder version, this is quite impressive. I will say that. Man, I love this road here because nobody ever drives down it. I don't know why this road even exists, but it does. I guess for my reviews. Yeah, it's super responsive. So something's up here with the GV80. I think this thing looks amazing on the outside. I think the interior, even on this more like baseline version, really nice fit and finish, really nice look overall. Just has a very premium feel. And so, yeah, I think that what Genesis is doing is what they have been doing for, you know, since they were created, is offer a really nice luxury experience, right? And offer it at a lower price point compared to the competition. Because again, you look at BMW, you look at Mercedes, you look at Audi. If you want their vehicles that are in this segment, you know, you're gonna be in the, again, it just depends on exactly how many options you want. But like, again, if you want this exact same setup that this has, all the features this has, you're gonna be in that 80,000 plus range. So I guess the question you have to ask yourself, is the BMW, is the Audi, is the Mercedes badge really worth the extra, you know, roughly $10,000? I don't think so. Let me know what you think.